By definition, horror is a feeling that usually revolves after a frightening experience. But horror in media takes a different approach, a difference that is almost necessary, as in media, we only have 2 of our 5 senses at service. We can only see and hear. We have no access to smell, touch, or taste the game. Well, mostly.
It's just how I remember it. I feel like it's losing its flavor because I've been licking it too much.
So games, as interactive media, take 2 different approaches to horror. My name is Should I Never Die, and I welcome you to the world of horror in video games. But please be advised that sensitive topics, including but not limited to depression, self-ending, and abuse, will be mentioned. Mental health is important, so if you feel uncomfortable being confronted with any of these topics, feel free to not watch the video. Additionally, to lighten the mood here and there, I will include memes and clips that are somewhat funny, but I'm not joking about these topics. Now let's get started. While many games these days are either co-op, PvP or PvE, solo games have become more rare. But those that do exist have become different. Many solo player game experiences now feel empty. The world often a dystopia. And they try to find the beauty inside of it. I want to show you this. This is The Crew 2, a lively game if played with others or while in a race, and a banger soundtrack. But catch this. Hey Shadows, I just realized the offset in this part of the video. I think it, I know it's from OBS. I didn't do anything within the edit or anything. I just noticed that while editing this video, the problem is I can not really correct the offset since it is part of the gameplay that I have to show, or that I recorded and show. It might appear in some other parts of the video as well. I hope it's not too annoying. For me it is definitely annoying, but I just noticed that while editing this video. By the way, this video should be out for like ages by now. I just decided that I put it in August as, you know, 2 videos or maybe 3 videos a month. But yeah, I hope that you can forgive me for this. Have a great time, guys. Eerie, isn't it? So lonely. Nothing to hear, a great view, but it feels lonely. Especially now that I told you about it, and you consciously, or not, pay attention to it. A couple of horror games do this nowadays, just a little different. You see, Lethal Company and Repo have a not-so-unique feature with proximity chat. a voice feature that, when active, determines the distance, obstacles, and walls between you and your teammates. And if you are away on your own, you will feel unsafe, you will feel insecure, but most importantly, you'll feel lonely. It's always the same thing. You know something is wrong, but you don't know what, and you don't know what to do about it. During this intro call, I can feel some of you just shiver in your seats, at least those who know what usually happens. While I didn't want to talk about FNAF today, the topic of this video somewhat urges me to. Well, at least the fourth installment with the creative name of Five Nights at Freddy's 4 should be talked about. This game is the definition of anticipation as the killer. Everything just feels dark, gloomy, and incredibly eerie. Every sound, every visual. Your eyes are glued. You listen like a psycho, but you have to, otherwise.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So I'll play through. Ah, fuck! What the fuck? Oh!
Yeah, no, that is fun. But this game simply understands anticipation in horror, in my opinion. From the audio to the visuals to the whole atmosphere, and while yes, this is a jump scare horror style game, the psychological horror is present and active, as you fear when and what is behind those doors. You don't know when, but you know they are there, and that fear, the incredible presence of those horror in flesh and machine, is what gets your heart going. Oh, and Fat Nightmare Fredbear, this guy's presence is simple stress. It's not fun, it's just stress. When it comes to the most recent solo player horror games, one thing stood out to me as mentioned by the game theorists in their video, the end of masked horror. Listen in.
Even the ideas of cultism and religion in things like Giggleland are part of the same societal fears, from the people who grew up in these environments now trying to deconstruct them and figure out what happened. That all matches with what we've been talking about. Horror media is an ever shape-shifting beast, evolving and morphing to reflect the real-life horrors happening all around us at any given time.
Horror evolves, and in this case not only gets more realistic but also more psychological. I personally love psychological horror, I love the Stephen King books, I love the analogy of them, and I love the absence and yet permanent presence of the not only supernatural but also natural. And one game, whenever I think about psychological horror, jumps to my mind, and call me a pussy, but it's been on my Steam wishlist for the last 2 years and I haven't played it, even though it was, in the summer sale, available for less than 5 Swiss francs.
Oh. Hey, thanks for the warning. Not really in the best frame of mind, so I'm gonna head out, but still wanna give some support. Oh, thank you so much! But yes, I do wanna give out a warning before the stream starts. As it says on the screen, I hope it's okay to read. Is it too small? I try to make it as big as possible, but, this game does cover some, dark, heavy, sensitive topics. So if that is not your cup of tea, and please tune in tomorrow for Pokemon. So if you're not too good with these topics, then I advise you maybe go look at some cute cat videos instead.
In Needy Streamer Overload, or how I like to call it, help a mentally completely ill person become a global internet idol simulator. Not sorry, by the way. You, as Peachan, help Ame, aka K-Angel, get to the top of the streamer game, while simultaneously watching out that she doesn't get completely insane, nymphotic, or suicidal. Even though I said it earlier, I want to hear it again. In this section of the video, we will talk about drug suppression, sex, and suicide. Needy Streamer Overload, even though a bit extreme, shows some of the darker sides of being a content creator, especially if you're already a hikikomori as Ame is, and she's generally rather mentally ill. As for the endings of the game, there are 27 of them, though not all are true endings. Let me get to 3 of them really quickly, spoilers ahead. The first ending I want to touch is one of the quote-unquote lighter one. Normie Life is the ending in which Ame, also known as K-Angel, quits streaming to secure herself a normal job. This happens as you do not reach 1 million subscribers within 1 month, which, by the way, is more than an insane goal to set yourself, even in Japan. While the game ends here, this isn't necessarily a bad ending. The Rainbow Girl ending, while insane, is somewhat funny to me, though my sense of humor is already rather dark anyway. In this ending, you drug Ame to the point that she thinks that you, the player, are God, literally ending the game with the words, "Thank you, God." Now that is what I call insane and dark, but somewhat hilarious. Now to the darkest ending, which honestly shocked me as I was going through the research for this video. There Are No Angels is the ending in which K-Angel jumps off a building after not reaching her goal of 1 million subs by 30 days. Even the comments rush in to try and stop her. To all streamers out there, while I might be the smallest of creators trying to talk to streamers with probably hundreds of thousands of subs, if anyone like this should watch this video, please do not let yourself get addicted to numbers, to attention, or to anything that happens online, even if this is your income. Your psyche can jump out of control for the smallest of inconveniences. And as a tribute, as a fox lover and a person with some good morals, I have to add my 2 cents to the case of Michaela Rains, who has committed suicide at the young age of 30 over online harassment and bullying. I wasn't active in her community, so I don't want to say anything about her as a person, but I will say is calling someone's rescue content fake without any proof, driving the person who is, in my opinion, only doing good, to suicide is far from good and evil. This is why so many people shouldn't be on the internet, and if you're one of those people, shame on you. You're the reason people dislike the internet, or at least social media, which can do so much good. May her family grieve, may her friends and coworkers grieve, and may she find the peace she was looking for. I hope that her coworkers can continue to do good as she did. I think a good shift can be felt within horror currently, from dark visuals to brighter visuals, from body dysmorphia to cults and religion, even to the point of mental disorders as we discussed in the last chapter, from Five Nights at Freddy's 1 to The Giggleland. Horror is a very interesting type of media, as it always reflects current fears in society. We went from games like Resident Evil to mouthwashing, from a zombie apocalypse to a crash in outer space. We went from Silent Hill, which actually still holds up rather well in modern society, to bad parenting. Modern games, which are not specifically remakes or continuations of older games or series, are surprisingly well with modern topics. While still games, and thus using something like supernatural powers or dream magic or whatever, it still reflects modern problems. I want to throw one last eye to a bigger problem that is currently not plaguing horror, but a big topic in horror, and will be for the next couple years to come. This last section will contain things like religion and cultism and AI. Religion and cultism are things that get used in horror for a long while, from the festival of Samhain, or Halloween, in the Halloween original timeline, to using cultism and Satanism for Silent Hill. All of this is shifting towards something that can now involve AI, one of the games being Mimesis, a pretty new game in which AI is used to clone players' voices and behavior. Here, let me show you.
Oh, he using the safety word. I heard it. Oh, yikes!
Yeah, that is what I call pretty scary. Additionally, this game shows how creative AI can get with level creation. Well, yes, every function has been implemented by the developers, the levels themselves are generated by AI. Hey guys, welcome to the end card. So this went darker than expected, but I wanted to make my message clear. Horror always represents the fears of society, and I just point out what is happening. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I upload videos twice or thrice a month, and every week on my second channel, which is an ASMR channel. I'm already on the next big topic, which was actually mentioned in this video as the last part, like technological horror and soon to come dystopia. If you want to listen to this as an audio file, have early access, or read my script, subscribe to my Patreon. You'll get all of that what I just mentioned for just $5 a month. Additionally, follow me on Twitter to see me shit, meme, and troll post all the time. So yeah, on the left side you can see my last video, which was an attempt at ASMR before I created that channel, and on the right side you can find me in ZephyRXT, my best friend, Play Siege, the old one. And until the next time, I hope you have an amazing day, remember to smile, be kind, and as always, ciao, later!